Well, what a nightmare. I dropped Rich off at Shook Branch and came up to Wilbur Dam Road, and first ways took me to Wilbur Dam Road, but not to the trail. So then I got out far out, and I was following along, and it didn't look like the road crossed the trail. It was like you're close to the trail, and it says the trail's behind you. So I drove around in circles, and finally I went back and stopped and asked some guys fishing, and they were like, go farther up the hill. So I did, and I found the trail. But this is a nightmare because I lost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna have to hike really, really fast. It's pretty. It's nice to be out here. And since this is one of those rare times when we're not hiking together, I have to pay attention and not face plant, because that wouldn't be good. And so we're doing this like 4.5 miles. And that way we won't have to do it when we come back in a couple of days. After that, we're going to Black Bear, and they're going to shuttle us down to just this side of 19E. I think it's Bear Branch Road. And we will hike that 25 miles back up this direction in the next 2 days. We'll go as far as we can tonight, since it doesn't get dark until 9. We're hoping to maybe make like 4 miles. But I don't know when I'm going to start posting videos, and this is just typical for the way the Vintage Hikers Appalachian Trail hike, Season 3, the final chapter. It starts with me not being able to find the stupid trail. Oh my word. Okay, I'm going to listen to music.
Well, here we are. Wilbur Dam. Yep. We're back kicking it. My partner should be coming along here any minute, but yeah, there's that. A little car swap, jump up and back. Booyah.
Well, past Rich, he almost got to the car before I figured out where the car needed to be. That's unfortunate, because now I'm really having to fly. But this is what Tuga Lake. And I think I already came past the dam. I don't know. It's a pretty day. It's kind of hazy and humid, but it says it's not going to rain. It would be really nice to have our first day back on trail be without rain, but yeah, what are the odds? Probably not too great. We have made it to Black Bear Resort, and we have checked in for our shuttle. Rich had to go put the car up the hill, but then we're going to shuttle back to 19E. Real nice here. They have pretty much everything. That's the bunkhouse. We're staying in Detroit when we come back. She said it was one of the ones up on the hill. Or up out that way. There's little cabins, and they have a good resupply, and they do shuttles. They have a grill if you want to use it. So real nice place. Like I said, we did the 4 miles, and then we're going to go in the woods and try to do another 4 or 5. So it'll be about 9 for the day. But if we can do 5, that'll leave us with 20 to do in 2 days to come in back into here. So that's not too bad, because the trail literally is just right down the street. I don't know why I'm showing you a picture of the bus, but there it is. Well, we are at Bear Branch. You took some video on our hiking separate, whoops, sorry guys, on our hiking separate thing. Yep. So I'll be feeding that in. Tiara from Black Bear just dropped us off. And it is, what time is it? How many? 4?
Around 4. Yeah.
Okay, well we have easily 5 hours before dark. So we're just gonna try to, you know, go however long and far we want. Because we have a total of 25 miles to do between now and Thursday. And if we can chip off some, we'll do it. It's a nice day. Hopefully it won't rain. Thoughts?
It's good to be back on trail.
We don't know how long it's going to last. We're going to enjoy it while we can. We have come 2¼ miles, and this is a beautiful view. We had a pretty big climb. I think those are blackberries. I'm not sure. We climbed like 800 or 900 feet. I remember looking at the topo thinking, oh yeah, we have a little climb. I guess. Oh, it's real pretty up here. Yeah, this is gorgeous, and we're just gonna go until we find a good spot. If we can, you know, do 6 or 7 miles, fine. If we do 4 or 5, that's fine too. Anything you want to add, sir?
What?
What? Huh? Yeah.
Just cruising.
Yeah. Well, it is about 7 o'clock, and we have gone about 5.6. We have another 1.3 to a tent site, and half a mile before that, there's a stream that we're going to get water at. We just passed Jones Fall, not too far back. We elected not to take side trail to see it, just because we're going to be pushing into the tent site a little later than we should for setting up in the dark our first night out. So we hated to leave it behind, but you can't do everything. It's been pretty easy trail. We're just kind of running along this stream that I think eventually will be our water source, but I will be glad when we get into camp. You know, we're a little rusty. I want to make sure we get everything set up before dark. Well, this is our water stop, and then we have about a half a mile till supposedly a tent site. We just passed probably a half mile up a perfect spot, but it was too far from the water. So hopefully we'll find something good. It's about 7:15.
Here we are beside the Elk River. It's quite nice. And over here, we're being serenaded by those guys. They are really loud. I am not kidding. There's my hiking buddy up there, cruising along. Feeling pretty good. So yeah, just wanted to show you the Elk River and give you a chance to listen to the frogs.
Well, it's not great, but it's what we got. Apparently there's like an ATV trail here, and so, you know, we could have been over there, but it looks really wet, so we're going to be here, and it's going to be fine. So we did, I don't know, we'll talk about it during the wrap-up. We hiked some miles. Good evening.
Yes, kids, we're back.
We're either really stubborn or really stupid.
Or probably half-baked. But anyway,
today is May 25th, right? 4th? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm already confused. Yeah. But okay, so it's
Monday.
Is it? Yes, it is.
Yep.
We drove over from Knoxville to, well, we're going to go to Black Bear Resort, but Jimmy and I believe, our fabulous trail angel friends from Tennessee, I was on the phone with Jimmy, and he suggested before we take the shuttle from Black Bear that we should do like about a 4-mile section between Wilbur Dam Road and Shook Branch Recreation Area. And since we have the car, I dropped Rich off. Well, you'll see I have seen all this, but I dropped Rich off and went to Wilbur, and then we did that 4 miles. And then we got in the shuttle and came over to Bear Branch Road, right off 19E. Yeah.
Where we got off last year when my knee went sideways.
Right. Because, I mean, those of you who watched us may not remember, real quickly, we went out in 2020 and did from Amicalola to Standing Bear. COVID happened. We got off trail. We came back and went from Standing Bear to 19E in March of 2021. And then Rich tore up his knee. We had to go home and get surgery, and we left this hole in Virginia. And so now we're starting to work on that hole. Sorry about that. Looks like a light show. And we'll be going from here, where we started today, up to Rockfish Gap before we skip up to New Hampshire. Yes. To fill in the other hole.
How are we feeling today?
Well, I mean, we ended up doing 11 miles. Of course, the 4 miles, we didn't have anything except our poles.
Yeah.
But we had our full packs, and it was a pretty good climb. I mean, that first climb, I was like, oh my, we are not in shape.
Yeah, we hiked in about 7 miles, right?
It's pretty close. It was just under 7. But that was great because now we had a total of 25 miles from 19E back to Black Bear, Dennis Cove. and we've chipped 7 off, so that will make the next 2 days better. There's supposed to be rain on Thursday, right?
Yeah, in the afternoon.
So if we get, we're shooting at doing like almost a 12 tomorrow. That's what we say. Yeah, well, we know how that goes. Season 3, lies and more lies.
Speaking of breaking parts, I had to come off the trail in New Hampshire last year because my hips were bad. And I was born with hip dysplasia. Didn't know that. And always had a lot of trouble there. I went to see the guy, and he's like, ooh, these are a mess. So he gave me a couple new ones. First one I got middle of October. Second one I got a couple days before the new year. And with, you know, steady diet of rehab and exercise and moving and walking and hiking and everything, they're doing really well.
Yeah, it was a great first day. And there's a whole lot more to tell you, but we won't like dump it all into this one.
Diatribe.
Yeah, you know, we've got our car. There's a blah, blah, blah.
We'll just kind of a little bit at a time fill you in on our stupid craziness here.
And maybe talk about some when we're hiking. Last thing is we're at the campsite at 402, I think it is. We passed Jones Falls and then went to the stream, got water, and then this was a tent site that is near an ATV path, and it's underwhelming. It's sad because we saw a really nice campsite that was not in the right place.
And we'll probably see one.
Oh, in 5 minutes when we leave. Yeah, we'll get up in the morning. But at least, so you know, we're here. We got set up, like, we got here about like 8. So we had an hour before dark.
Yeah, it's perfect. I just got everything done, boom, in the tent.
Yeah, so, you know, the
feels great to be back on trail.
The Vintage Hikers, Appalachian Hike, the mini series.
I was really hesitant to come back out here. I was really
Season 3
after all that craziness, but
yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, we've been out here one day. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, everybody has a plan until they, you know.
And those of you who are still watching this craziness after this long, thanks a bunch. And you know, we're gonna shut up now. Go to bed.
Good night, Laurel.
Good night, Laurel.